my will, I offer you my life, I surrender. Father, oh Abba, I offer you my will, I offer you my life, I surrender. Righteous Father, if it is within your will, make me worthy so that you may use me fully. Righteous Father, if it is within your will, make me worthy so that you...
Hello everybody. If you don't know me, or you never saw me in a meeting, I am Vassula Ruden. I'm Greek Orthodox, and I'm married to a Lutheran Swedish man. That's why I'm called Ruden. Now, I'm making this program because I've been asked from German people to produce this program with them. It's about the phenomenon that has been happening to me since 13 years. I'm sure that many of you, if you have read the history of the church, you must have heard that God intervenes sometimes, and he does it through people, let's say by taking a person, anybody, it could be just anybody, and using him or her as his instrument to be able to communicate to the people what he wants to say, and usually it is always for the benefit of the church. Now, the extraordinary thing that has happened to me, but let me tell you first that I was a person who never really thought of God, you know, like many people today. When you say God, they look at you straight in the eyes and tell you, well, it's one of these people that still believe in God. Because in our society there are many people who have abandoned the thought that God really exists. And this is because of what's happening all around us, and rationalism has taken the good part of our brain. And this is very unfortunate because it's wrong. Now, I was not saying before my conversion, because I'm converted now, that I never believed in God. I knew God existed. I knew he was somewhere up there, high up, in his glory. I knew a little bit, like most of the people, the story of Jesus Christ from the scriptures from my school days. I've never had any catechism. I didn't penetrate into the real catechism because it is not obligatory, really, in the Orthodox Greek Church. Now, I've been brought up as an Orthodox, going for Easter in the church with the parents, and sometimes in Christmas times. But when I got married, I abandoned even that. I was not a church goer. And in fact, I was taken very much with the life that I was surrounded with. My husband worked for an international organization that sent us out in Africa. So I lived in Africa for about 17 years. And I was one of these expatriate, spoiled women, having tennis clubs, cocktail parties, good life, you know, easy life, I would say. And I continued that way. In the meantime, I had 2 children, 2 boys, and they were growing up, I would say, without religion, because I myself and my husband, who was not really following or practicing our religion, like most people nowadays, I would say, in the world, they started to grow without God. Something happened to me in 1985 when we were in Bangladesh. In Bangladesh, my husband had a job. And while I was there and preparing a list of groceries to give to the servant so that he buys the food for the cocktail dinner of that evening, As you see, my mind was focused on what will I buy next item. So it was far away from all things concerning church, God, everything, okay? And at that period of my life, I would add that it was a special period. Why? Because I was very busy with socializing. I'm a painter. I can't say professional, but I used to do that and make exhibitions. And I used to prepare an exhibition at that moment. I was involved with a tennis tournament, which was a national team of Bangladesh. So I was running at lunchtime in the courts playing those tournaments. In the morning I used to paint, and in the afternoon I used to go to the Sheraton Hotel, where I had a training of how to put dresses and perform them, you know, mannequin style like this. But it was just hobby, it wasn't really paid or anything, it was just for fun I was doing this. So this was my life, and very successful, happy life with the family, nothing wrong. When I was preparing this list, something happened, and that is the wonder that happened, and it's a miracle. I know that many people don't believe in miracles, but I'm going to tell you what happened. I saw interiorly, with the eyes of the soul, my angel. Now, not everybody can do this or see things without God's grace and God's power. Because we can do nothing that is, let's say, supernatural unless God intervenes. So suddenly, I saw the angel, and it was my guardian angel, and in fact, I felt also like as if he was holding my hand. I didn't see physically that he was holding my hand, but my hand was like a grip took my hand, and while I was writing, while I was waiting to write the next item, he pushed my hand to write what he wanted to say, and in fact I even heard him inside me. And he presented himself by saying, I am your guardian angel Daniel. My name is Daniel. And I was fascinated. I mean, I was not afraid. I was saying, that's great. I mean, I saw, it couldn't be that I was wrong because I saw him inside me. He moved my hand. He changed the style of my writing. He wrote it in a very nice, long, like the icons. Sometimes you see writings which are, you know, straight lines and nice, perfect. This is the way it was written. And it was not my style. And so I thought he would just go. And I was afraid to lift my hand because I thought it was because of my hand.